Yo, what's up, everyone?
What's up?
This is Read Between the Lyrics. My name is Marvin.
I'm Amanda.
And we will be taking a deep dive today into a song called 4 Tears by Frank Ocean. 4 Tears, as in Tears.
Like crying.
Like crying, not like levels, you know.
Frank Ocean, he's a pretty popular artist, right? Would you say?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I definitely know him by his one big smash, Thinking About You.
Yeah.
Tori Kelly, actually. Shout out to Tori Kelly. She did
Love Tori Kelly.
a cover to it a while back, and it blew up. It went crazy. But yeah, it's good. I've been thinking. Yeah, it's something. Yeah.
A tornado flew around my room before you came. Excuse the mess you made.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. You want to do all the smooth vocals, trying to show me up. Like,
you couldn't sing the song, so I'm singing it.
What you mean? Like,
you were trying to show them the song.
I didn't want to sing the song.
Relax.
Don't you ever tell a man to relax.
If you know where that's from, that reference, let us know. If you're on this episode by now, you should know where that's from. It's from a previous episode.
Yeah. She is something else.
All right, let's get into the song. So 4 Tears by Frank Ocean. It was also written by Frank Ocean.
Yeah, or he has a super dope. His actual name is super dope to me. Go ahead.
Yeah, Frank Ocean is his stage name, but I think he might have legally changed it.
No, he definitely did.
But his real name is Christopher Brau. It's a French last name, we discovered.
Brau.
And just a little bit about the artist. He was born in California. He relocated to New Orleans at some point in his life. Sadly, Hurricane Katrina ruined his home, and he then enrolled into college, but then he left to focus on music. And he has a pretty awesome career. He's a songwriter, producer. Marvin, he's actually a photographer, and he shot for Vogue.
Wow.
Yeah, you know that Marv's a photographer.
Okay.
You don't know, you should know.
That is super dope.
So very interesting. He's pretty much an artistic.
He's also
guy.
a ghostwriter.
Yes. What is a ghostwriter?
Oh, a ghostwriter. So, there's this guy that rides around on a motorcycle, and his skull is on. No, that's the.
What?
All right, no.
What are you saying?
You mean like in music, a ghostwriter?
Yes.
Ghostwriter.
Are you
not
talking
a ghost
about like
rider.
Ghost Ride the Whip? Like
no.
Okay.
There's a. Is it Marvel? There was a really bad movie. Whatever. It's called Ghost Rider.
Jesus. Can you just explain what ghost writing is?
A ghost writer is someone who writes for people, but like in the background, they're like a ghost. You know what I mean? So like
Isn't that a songwriter though? Like, I mean,
not really, because if you're a songwriter, most of the time you get credit. I think with ghostwriters, I think you're a ghost. So like Drake's ghostwriter had came out. I forgot the name of him.
For like, is that more so for rapping?
Well,
than it is
no. Well, yeah, it's more of a thing, because like if you're a rapper and somebody else is writing your raps,
that's like it's not really cool.
I mean, I guess now it is, because Drake is like the biggest thing.
Well, Drake did he make it cool? Did Drake just make that cool? I don't know.
Did Drake make it cool? I don't know.
Let us know.
Yeah.
All you writers, all you rappers. Okay, so very interesting.
All right, so let's jump into the song here.
Yes, this song was introduced to us, suggested by one of our friends.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to my boy
Najee Simmons, who, by the way, has a podcast as well. He's a fellow podcaster. It's called the No Job Podcast.
Yes. So if I'm going to give his spiel, I'm gonna try to give his spiel. He's a really dope speaker, and
Yes.
I'm constantly impressed. Like when he does his things, I'm like, bruh, like that's a
He
gift.
nails it every time. Yeah.
So the gist of the No Job podcast is if you are somebody that you despise waking up in the morning and like that you're not happy going to your job, or if you're somebody who works and it's not fun and it's not pushing you toward your purpose or anything that you desire to have on a daily. I'm definitely messing this thing up right now. I was really trying to like do something like inspirational, but basically if you hate your job and you want to work for yourself,
work towards your dream, what you love to do. If you want work to be what you love, he has all of the advice, tips, knowledge, and wisdom that can help you through that. So his episode. Oh, I'm sorry.
And there's, I was gonna say, if you want to work for yourself, but that's not where it ends, because you could be working for somebody and not have a job.
Yeah, you could be working for someone and still love your job. So it's just about like being happy in what you do for a living. Yeah. Basically.
It's about being able to do what you love and still take care of your family. It's a super dope podcast.
Yes. The episodes drop every Wednesday, wherever you listen to podcasts.
On everything.
And on YouTube as well. So
also,
check him out.
Fellow Grindstone artist. Holla.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Sponsored by Grindstone.
As we are sponsored by Grindstone.
Grindstone. What's yours?
Shout out to Grindstone.
Okay, so let's finally get into the song.
Finally.
Okay, so yes, Najee had suggested this, and when we were listening to it, we were like, oh yeah, this is cool, let's do it. And then we like looked over the words, and at first I was like, okay, what is this? Like, is there any depth to this song? So let's just start, and then we'll discuss what kind of depth there is. Yeah. Okay, Marv, so you go ahead.
So, the song actually starts out like, swag times 2.
Just don't like swag times 2.
All right. I mean, sure. And then it goes, starts out with this hard beat too, just super swaggy, right? And then it goes, I don't cry because I'm strong. I don't cry because nothing lasts forever. I don't cry because the kids are grown. I don't cry at all.
Well, you finish it.
All right.
I don't cry because them days are gone. Ooh, child, ooh, child. That's the whole like first verse.
Sure.
So he doesn't cry.
All right. He doesn't cry.
Okay, so he's I don't cry because I'm strong, which is funny because people like that's a thing people say, like, oh, I don't cry, like I'm too strong for that.
I'm a man. Yeah.
Which is like an indication that you do cry, you're a crier.
Yeah, I mean, being strong and crying, they're not opposites.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's true.
As far as like actually crying, as far as like complaining and whatever, I don't want to get into that.
Okay, nothing lasts. So he's explaining like why he doesn't cry. Nothing lasts forever. The kids are grown. I don't cry at all. Them days are gone. So like for me, he's basically saying like, what's the use in crying over the inevitable? Yeah. Like nothing lasts forever. We know that. The kids grow up. Like it is a sad thing though. Like we have a daughter. She's 1.5 years. And when I think about her growing up, like I cry.
Yeah. Shoot.
But he's saying them days are gone. Like, why are you crying over it? But I don't know. What were you?
I'm getting, cause them days are gone. Like, man, I can't change what happened.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I can't stop time. You know, I can't, nothing lasts forever. I can't stop time. The kids are grown. Time is passing. I can't stop these things from happening. So I'm done. I'm not crying no more.
Sure.
I'm strong. I'm not crying no more.
I'm strong. I don't cry.
But then it goes on to say, and when the sun sets just right, oh, I might shed a tear. And when the good word hits home, I shed a tear. I shed 2 tears. Now, the song is called 4 Tears.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to count these tears here. And he shed a tear. And then he shed a tear. And then okay, so is that 4 tears?
Yes, that's 4 tears.
Or is it, whatever. We'll talk about it because there's more tears in here. So, when the sun sets just right, we used to live out east, and we had a bay by us that was maybe like 10 minutes away, and we used to always go there, and we would have like little picnics with my little brothers. We call them the kids.
Yeah.
We would play there all the time, but there was the most beautiful sunsets, and just right there, to be able to go there and just watch a sunset.
Mm-hmm.
And each one of them, it was different.
Every sunset's different.
It's like a fingerprint. Every sunset is something.
And it's beautiful. And the thing about sunsets too, like usually it's in an open field, right? To watch like a full sunset, it's either at the beach or the bay or like some sort of open field. So with that normally comes like quietness and like serenity, which gets you like to thinking. I don't know, right? Like, have you ever watched a sunset and then you just like think about life or think about things?
It's mesmerizing, almost like watching a fire burn. You know, you got the crackle pop, and you just stare into the fire.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
So he's saying, but if the sun sets just right, I might shed a tear. And when the good word hits home, I shed a tear. I shed 2 tears. So
when the good word hits home, I got to think about my like me in church, and when you in church and you had a rough week, and the pastor comes on and he's like, strumming your pain with a finger.
No, the pastor. No.
He's not? He's reading you like an open book, kind of. It's like, yo, did you know what I did this week?
Yeah.
When that good word is just like, that was for me.
Right.
But
that's just the witness of the Holy Ghost and God speaking through that pastor preacher.
Right.
And getting home, hitting home for you.
Yeah.
But, you can get that type of word if you want to say from a conversation, from someone.
Absolutely. God could use anybody at any time.
Yes.
You have that conversation. Like, you could be having a rough week and your friend texts you and it was like, yo, I was just thinking about you.
And boom, it breaks you. You start crying.
Yeah. All right. So let's move on, because I feel like it's like straightforward, but maybe the song as a whole will circumvent and tie in. Yeah.
So he says, I won't cry in the car. I won't cry in the bathroom stall. I won't cry when I'm home alone. I won't cry at all. I won't cry because them days are gone. Ooh, child. Ooh, baby. Don't or doll. I'm not sure what he says. Ooh, baby, don't or baby don't doll. Okay, sidebar. It's very hard to find accurate lyrics on the internet.
On the interwebs. We're finding this as we're trying to find and read between the lyrics.
Yes.
It's hard to find the lyrics.
Yeah, and you think like, oh, well, just listen to the song. But the thing is, once you read these conflicting lyrics from different websites, you could hear both things.
It's like those TikToks or those Instagram things where a word is saying, and then they'll put words on the screen.
Yeah.
And as they put the different words, you're like, oh, they're saying that. Oh, they're saying that. Oh, they're saying that.
So, I mean, we try to look through several and then listen to the song and make sure we have it right. But if you guys know like an official lyric website that we can use, definitely let us know, because we want this to be obviously as accurate as possible. I mean,
yeah, definitely.
So anyway, that was just a sidebar.
So let's break these down.
Yeah. So he's describing places that you would normally cry. So he's saying, I won't cry in the car. I won't cry in the bathroom stall. I won't cry when I'm home all alone. I won't cry at all. Like, those are common places that you would go to cry.
Right. So from the beginning, he's saying, I don't cry. And then he's saying, I won't cry now.
Right. So he changed his verbiage here.
Yeah.
Which I think is important to note, like, for the songwriter, which is Frank Ocean. But he changed the verbiage, which means what? Why did he change it?
Well, if he's saying, like, I don't cry, I just picture him holding back tears. And then now he's saying, I won't cry.
Right.
Because he did cry.
He did cry. He cried over those things in that first stanza.
Right.
He didn't want to because he's strong, right? Like, I don't cry, I'm strong. But he did cry because nothing lasts forever, because the kids are grown, and because them days are gone.
Yeah.
He cried. And now it's like he's saying, I won't cry. Like, now it's like, all right, I'm not going to do it again. Like, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. It's kind of like he's telling himself again.
Okay. So let's move forward and then see how it all ties together. Hopefully, we can tie something together. But when the stars shine too beautiful at night, I shed 2 tears. And when the good word hits home, I shed 2 more tears. Now that's 4 tears. Got enough? No more tears. You've had enough. That's 4 tears. So to me, right, if you gave me these lyrics, I would not be like, this is a song.
Right. Which is kind of what I thought at first. We were like, sat down to record this, and I was like, so do we want to do this song?
Yeah, Mandy's like, are we gonna? I was like, let's turn it on and let's see what happens.
Let's see what we can come up with.
So, to me, it feels more like a poem, like a spoken word kind of thing.
Yeah, no, but it really, like, breaking down the song, it really is a deep song. This song, he's putting on this facade. He's just putting out like what he thinks people want to see, but really, he's vulnerable. He's like everybody else here.
So you mean like that intro, swag?
Yes, he's telling us like, I got swag.
I'm hard, bruh.
He's warning us like, don't let these tears fool you, bruh. I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah. All right. So, I really love the contrast between the sunset and then those stars shine too beautiful at night.
Yes.
We stargaze all the time.
Oh my God, I love looking at the stars.
So we're in Long Island. If you're listening from somewhere different, or in the future, if when our podcast blows up and you're listening from some other part of the world. And Long Island is pretty versatile. Like, you can go where 40 minutes from the city, depending on where you are on the island. And you could be in New York City, or you could be in like cow farms out in Riverhead. So we have decently clear skies. And a lot of times, especially the wintertime, we'll be coming in from the car and we'll just stop, look up, and just look at the stars. And We both
again, like a sunset, it makes you just think. I don't know. I've always like looked up and just you like, wow, the stars, and then like there's the galaxy, and there's just something bigger than us that God created all of this. Like, it kind of gets you thinking.
That's exact. I don't know where everybody else's minds go, but that's exactly where my mind goes.
Right.
I'm like, somebody created this.
Yeah.
Like, this is not by chance. You know what I mean? Like, these stars aren't aligned like this.
Yeah.
Like, the sunset isn't the clouds hitting and you getting these cotton candy skies and all this. These aren't accidents here.
No. And they get you thinking. They get you thinking about everything, like the good, the bad, the happy, and the sad.
Yeah.
So like, and what happens when you get to thinking? You can start crying. You can start, just emotionally, things come out. It can give you a time of reflection.
Yeah. For me, it puts me here in the moment. A lot of times we're thinking about tomorrow. We're thinking about what we have to do for that day, or we're thinking about an argument we had or something like that. But when you're staring at that sunset, you're right in that moment. You know what I mean? Like, you're nowhere else. And man, you could just be grateful, and you're just like, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. So I really like the contrast in this too. He talked about a sunset, and now we're into like the nighttime. But even though it's nighttime, he's still finding beauty in that.
Yeah.
He's looking up at the stars, even though like he's going through all of these emotions, All
right, so let's look at it. Let's look at the whole thing.
Well, he goes, when he says the good word hits home, I'll shed 2 more tears. Now that's 4 tears, right?
Right.
What, like, something's like tugging at him, right? Something's hitting. Like, what hits home for you? What like gets you?
Gets me in my feels.
Yeah.
I'm a man. I'm cold-hearted, Cold-hearted, man. The baby, Lena.
Girl.
She gets me in my feels. Just, she puts a bucket on her head, and I'm just like, oh man, it's so cute. But there was this one instance that got me in my feels, and it's very similar to like love and almost like parental love. So my younger brother, David, there's a decent gap between my age and his age. So I was changing his diapers, and we went to get Chinese food with him. Oh no, we got sushi. He wanted sushi, this guy.
he was like 9. He was really young.
Maybe like 9 or something. And he's like, oh, I want sushi. And I'm like, all right, cool. You got sushi money? Yo, I can't wait to when Lena asks me for something, I'm gonna be like, yo, you got, McDonald's money. You got
Mark loves saying that.
I've been waiting for that. But I already been telling my little brothers that. So it's kind of out my system, but Lena's definitely still gonna get it. But we go, and he's like, yeah, I got money. I'm like, all right. So we go, we sit down, we eat. And after the meal's over, this guy really pulled out his money and tried to pay. And like, it just was like, give me your heart. Crush.
Yeah, it was so cute. It was so cute.
Yeah, and I'm like, get that out of here, man.
He didn't even say anything. He just pulled out.
Oh my God. Like I feel it right now. Like we just talking about it. I'm just remembering it,
Kids, they do that to you.
Kids definitely get you in your feels.
Yeah, for sure.
I think here, like, he could have lost somebody.
Yeah, the whole song, like, from the beginning, like, nothing lasts forever. The kids are grown, them days are gone. Like, I don't cry here, I don't cry there. Like, these are obviously sensitive topics for him. He's not just saying, like, don't cry. Like we said in the beginning, it sounds like it's like, don't cry over spilled milk, but he cried over spilled milk. And it does, yes, it gives me the sense of grief as well, which is obviously a hard thing.
Yeah, definitely. I think the difference between the sunsets just right and shed a tear and them stars shine too beautiful at night. So like, if you want to deep read, which we do here, I would say the sun setting could be, like somebody passing away, somebody fading away, like the end of a chapter. And then him seeing the stars at night is him finding the beauty in that, like, even though your loved one is lost, or
it's like,
it could be a friend moving away or something, but now it's nighttime, but now he's shifted his perspective,
right?
And now them stars are shining bright,
right?
You know what I mean? Now, you know what I'm saying? They're up in heaven.
Yeah, he's looking up.
He's looking to, essentially the heavens, and people are like, well, the fun fact with stars is, I heard a scientist say, I don't want to mess up the guy's name. I think his name is Tyson.
Okay, don't mess up his
name.
I'm
not going to mess up his name. But he said that there are as many stars in the sky as grains of sand on all the beaches in all the world.
Yes, I've heard that.
That's a lot of stars. That's incredible. But looking up, you know what I mean? He shifted his perspective, and he found the beauty and the beauty in that. And I'm not saying, and he's not saying you can't grieve these things.
Sure.
But I think what he's saying is that he found the beauty in these things.
Yeah. Well, the ending, okay, so he says, now that's for tears. Got enough? No more tears. You've had enough? That's 4 tears. So he's being very specific in the number of tears that he's counting. Hence the name of the song, 4 Tears, which obviously has to mean something.
Yeah.
I know for me, what it reminds me of is, speaking of grief, when you're in a place of grief or depression, borderline depression. Like for me personally, my dad passed away a couple years ago, and grieving at that time, it felt easy to stay there in a place of grief. It felt easy to slip into permanent depression. Like, I would go to the bathroom at work and I would cry, like, randomly throughout the day. At home, same thing. And I would have to tell myself, like, okay, that's enough. Like, pick yourself up. You can't stay here. Stop crying. We have to get through this. And literally wipe my tears away, clean up my face, and then go back out, because it was easy to stay there. It's harder to get past that. It's harder to overcome those feelings. Like, I don't know, if you've been through something similar, it doesn't have to be a death per se, but if you've been through some sort of grieving or depression, then let me know if you understand what I'm saying. But I know I had to be like, that's enough. That's enough tears.
So he put a limit on his tears.
Right.
And he's like, all right, I'm done. Let's get it moving.
And that's not to say that he, again, can't revisit that, or he doesn't think about that, and those things don't make him sad. But like you said, he's finding the beauty. So he's going through the motions. I feel like in this song, he's going through the motions.
Right.
And then he's saying, okay, like, that's enough. No more crying.
Right. Let me look something up really quick.
Okay.
I'm thinking about something, but I don't want to say it because it might not be what it is.
Okay. We're Googling.
Google time. Okay. All right.
What'd you find?
So I was looking up, based off what you were saying, like how many stages of grief are there?
Okay.
And I found an article called "The 4 Stages of Grief."
Stop.
Yeah, but there are other articles where there's like more, but this is 4 Stages of Grief, proposed by some British psychologists, John Bowlby and Colin Murray Parks. And the first phase is shock and numbness. Second one is yearning and searching. The third one is disorganization and despair. And the third is reorganization and recovery.
Wow. So you were thinking 4 tiers. Does that mean like 4 stages of grieving?
Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly.
That sounds like some of the elements that we've discovered in this song.
Definitely. The reorganization and recovery, could be him looking up at the stars at night, you know what I mean? And shedding those tears and letting that go. The shock and numbness, like when you are saying like, no, this ain't true.
Right, the denial,
like, something to think about. I don't want to, it'd be a lot to dive into right now. But
so really we need to have a conversation with Frank Ocean and be like, what's up?
So listen, hey, it would be super dope.
It would be so dope
to actually hear like what this song is about.
Tag Frank Ocean in this, guys. So he can see it.
Tell him to Zoom us, man. Like, let's get to the bottom of this.
Yes, super dope song. I appreciate it more now that we've gone over it and its meaning, and I want to listen to it.
Yeah. So we're going to listen to it because we're going to cover it.
But we're going to cover it. We're going to do our rendition of this song. So thank you guys so much for listening to another episode. Of course, leave us your feedback, what you got from this song. Maybe you have a different interpretation, deeper interpretation. Yeah. We want to hear it. So let us know. Thank you so much for the song suggestions that we received. We put a poll out on our Instagram and we got some songs. We're looking through those. We might cover some. We might post some choruses here and there. We have some plans for our page, so continue following us. And again, thank you so much. Catch us again next Monday. And now, here is our rendition of 4 Tears by Frank Ocean.
I don't cry 'cause I'm strong. I don't cry 'cause nothing lasts forever. I don't cry 'cause the kids are grown. I don't cry at all. I don't cry 'cause them days are gone. Oh, child. But when the sun sets just right, oh, I might shed a tear. And when the good word hits home, I'll shed a tear. I'll shed 2 tears. I won't cry in the car. I won't cry in the bathroom stall. I won't cry when I'm home alone. I won't cry at all. I won't cry 'cause them days are gone. Ooh, child. But when them stars shine too beautiful at night, I shed 2 tears. And when the good word hits home, I shed 2 more tears. Now that's 4 tears. You got enough. No more tears. You've had enough. That's 4 tears. Weeping may endure for a night. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Weeping may endure for a night. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. He gives joy to the brokenhearted. He gives peace to the brokenhearted. And He brings stillness. He brings stillness. So no more crying. He'll wipe your tears. You're not alone, 'cause He loves you.